What the fuck?
It's me.
That was a weird elevator sound. I thought everything was exploding. Episode 1. What am I still? Realm of Shadow.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to force their way in. With breaking and entering incidents up
What is the tickets my parents had?
last year.
Yeah, there are. What the? Why are you saving that?
Tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. The notorious Batman was on the scene, but failed to secure the stolen items. But the
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
allegations that Dent may have actually been involved in the break-in. Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young politicians?
And in other news, we are now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg processing
There are like
center.
2
Owned by
things
these chemicals.
I need to read.
Still no word on what started
Then
the
calls
fire.
upon the mayor's office to
Burning
take a
their
public stand
resisted
against the
every
wave of
fire
vigilante
department
action sweeping the
now
streets.
had.
Mayor Hill cannot
Recommending
expect the
people
DA's
avoid
office
the
to
area
prosecute
and seeking
cases on any
immediate
criteria other than the
haven't
law,
even any
said
of
Den at
that
City Hall
tar
press
black
conference.
smoke.
Den has taken a firm side against
And one
vigilantism
monster's
in
murder
Gotham.
caused quite a headache
So he's
for voters this
against
morning.
me.
The body of Falcone family capo Louis Pistachio Garmone was found hanging off the side of the 4th Street Bridge sometime just before dawn, causing traffic to pass miles as the cops cut him down.
Codex. Let's see
Random
what.
stabbings are the latest headache for the riders of Gotham's overcrowded Skyrail cars to contend with. Gotham police are investigating multiple cases of riders receiving abdominal wounds from an ice pick or other pointed
Someone
weapon
like that has
while
kind of
pressed
acted out of
into
the
the tight
kill
corners
operation.
with
I
fellow
even hear
passengers.
more about
A
what's
few
going
died,
on than
while
I
most
do.
have
One
been
day
admitted
I
to
may
Gotham
find what you
General
made.
in critical condition. The police don't have any suspects at the time.
This motherfucker.
2 more patients have gone missing
Head of
from
Falcone
Arkham
crime
Asylum,
family.
bringing the total number of escapees from the
The worst kind of
half-prison,
gangster.
half-mental
The
hospital
one who
to
tries to
15
mingle with
this
high
year.
society.
Only
He
3
seems
have
to
been
have his
caught
hands
to
in
date,
everything. He
but all
smuggled
the
real
escapees
estate body
highlight the
afar.
rough, some
Oh,
would
good
say
thing I didn't
inhumane conditions
team
at
up with
the
him
Aged
then. I could
Asylum.
haul him
The
to
latest,
jail, but he'd work for the
44-year-old
next
twin
day.
brother
I
and sister, Leon
one
and Valerie
operation, but he would
Muldoon,
probably have
should be
his
considered
like his
dangerous
advice and
if
make there,
found.
finding hard,
Authorities are
admissible
asking that
evidence
you
to
not
apply for a
approach
conviction.
and call police immediately. Mayor Hill's Gotham Beautiful Act takes effect
You know
today,
what?
making it possible
Fuck
for
yeah.
landlords to evict tenants immediately
What
and
else?
without
It's
cause.
just
The new law was created in order to allow Gotham City's biggest property owners greater ability to modify and improve the
data
city's
port.
aging buildings. Some of
The
which
bat
have been
computer should be able to
occupied by
read whatever
families for
data is on
decades.
that stolen
So
drive.
if you come home from work
the
tonight
bat computer,
and find
the
all
bat
your
toilet,
stuff on the
everything is
street,
bat.
don't worry. It probably isn't anything you did wrong.
And if you can believe it, now you can't even trust the
My
values.
parents.
More on this after the break.
Mayor Hill says he's tough on crime, but since his election, violence in Gotham
Okay,
has
I
skyrocketed.
watched that.
And when he was presented with legislation
How
that
far
would
can I walk?
dismantle organized crime in the city,
How?
Holographic lenses, voice modulation. Wayne Enterprises really outdid themselves with this version.
because the rumors of Hill's connections to some of Gotham's most notorious
Alright.
mafia families
My bat suit.
The suit absorbed most of the damage from that gunshot. But I've got to protect my back, even from the police.
crime-fighting hero. With over 200 successful convictions, District Attorney Harvey Dent
Getting
just
shot
might
with
be the
AKs in the
hero
back.
Gotham needs. But he can't save our
Gadget
city
failure.
alone. He
spare grapple. Can't believe I let her take that.
Vote for Harvey Dent.
Can deliver a jolt or knock out electricity in the area. I suppose that Catwoman would have preferred the latter.
I approve this message.
The newest edition can program it to reveal trace elements in a confined space.
Really think these accusations hold any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign?
Batarang.
I should see if I can refine the edge. Could be sharper.
And in other news, we're now on day 3 of the factory
Alright.
fire.
Well, the
But that
test run
leaves-
at the mayor's office was a success.
Blaze at the Otisburg Processing Center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no word
There,
on what
but that's the
started
last
the fire.
one.
Whatever's
Nearly fell off a building for this.
fire department is thrown at them. They're recommending people avoid the area and seek immediate treatment if you happen to breathe in any of that tar black smoke.
And one mobster's murder caused quite a headache for commuters this morning. The body of Falcone family couple, Louis Pistachio Garmoni, was found hanging off the side of
Why don't you just have your chair there?
So important.
Put wheels on so you can move it away. Why do you need to put it into the ground when you don't need it?
Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I can see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Quite an eclectic resume. Did you find out what that, Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process,
What are we looking at?
let me try a different angle.
This is a big ass keyboard. Since this shit's purple, do I need to click this?
This is a map of the east side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone.
Fucking man.
Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
I had everything under control.
It's true. I've seen you take down worse thugs. But I'd already sewn you up once tonight, and I had no interest in a repeat performance. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. I'll check the codex.
I'm gonna look at the Gotham feed. Never mind, I want to look at the Gotham feed. Codex it is.
Found her.
New criminals on the scene. Tried several recent break-ins. She's effective and doesn't leave many clues behind. Currently, the GCPD has no leads. I wish I knew more about her.
Not much to find, apparently.
Yeah, since I'm probably the one that wrote it.
Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
That's not the point. I want criminals to know I'm out there. Batman isn't hiding from anybody.
I was talking about Bruce. Yeah, I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
You're right. I should have canceled the event.
Well, I know how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's okay. I know you're only looking out for me.
If we make a suit that fits me, we can trade places some night. So I'm not partial to heights. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
I think he just wants to reconnect. Criminal record or not, he's still an old friend.
A lot can change over the years. If I remember correctly, Oswald was fond of the old firecrackers in the toilet trick. I worry what he's graduated to. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.